Sound check, sound check. Can we hear me? Let's go. Is stuff happening? Yeah, I think things are happening. Be a beautiful welcome, everybody. Heart in the stream, thank you. Probably gonna stall for a little bit, see if there he is. See if anyone else hops on from the Kickstarter or whatnot. That would be fantastic. What an official setup we have. What an official setup. Let's go. How have we all been today? Been good? Been good, living life. Okay, I need to fix this. I'm like hearing myself back, and I cannot have that. Okay. Yeah, Kickstarter and stuff. Ugh. It always seems like it's about 10 minutes before random folks start showing up. So uh, we'll just stall with our life here. Look at this beautiful new products here. Can you even tell there's a sleeve on it? These have the sleeves on them. Look at that. Oh, exciting thing I like to see. Who's your favorite Pokemon? Bulbasaur. It's always been Bulbasaur since Gen 1. Dang, what an attractive game designer. Oh, ooh, oh. Well, hello there. What you doing later? Oh, all my wives are on the stream with me. When people watch this back, that may not make sense. Inside joke, everyone. Inside joke. We're moving right along. Anyways, welcome to the stream. J. Daniel Woodstock here with Woodstock Games. We're here to talk about Kickstarter, board games, and the like. If you have any questions about Kickstarter, manufacturing, designing board games, or you just want to talk about a recent board game you've played, please put it down in the chat so we can talk about it. Once we reach about the 10-minute mark, I'll get into some updates on what's going on with the Kickstarter, unless people start asking questions before that. But yeah, these are the games I've designed. Dice Fights, the base game, as well as the expansion there. WoodstockGames.com. We're going to be closing the late pledge on GameFound on Tuesday. So if you need to go back it on GameFound, you sure can. But you can always hit us up on our website, WoodstockGames.com, and we'll be happy to talk to you. What are people's favorite board games currently? What have you been playing? I'm going to be heading to a board game convention just right after this stream. Meeple Treks in southern Utah. Pretty excited to see what that's about. And yeah, throw a like into the stream so I know that these 10 folks are actually real and not bots. 12, wow, we are just hopping. Welcome, everyone. J. Daniel Woodstock here. Talking about board games, board game design, and Kickstarter. Any questions about any of that? I'd love to answer. Hoping a lot of this will be a little Q&A back and forth about board game design, our Kickstarter, Dice Fights, the expansion, the beautiful new sleeves we have for the games, and other stuff. Here in a little bit, we'll do a little product walkthrough here. Yeehaw, yeehaw. Let's go. One game I'm excited to play at the convention is going to be, what's it called? I'm going to see if I can find a game called Brass. Apparently, that's like one of the top 10 board games on Board Game Geek right now, and I've been excited to try it. Uh, anyone ever played Brass before? Uh, yeah, very interactive crowd today. Love that. Um, but yeah, got a couple more minutes, then we'll get into the Kickstarter updates. If anyone wants to drop their favorite board game in the chat, that would be fantastic. Um, yeah. You know, a game I've been playing a lot of recently, guilty pleasure, is League of Legends. Uh, Man, I play that almost every morning. TFT, Team Fight Tactics, auto chess. I've really been thinking about designing a board game that kind of simulates that uh, same feel, the auto chess feel, where you just kind of put your stuff down and then they do their things. And so you have to kind of plan what everything's happening and how things are going to interact. I think that would be a blast. Welcome to the channel, guys. JD and Woodstock here, owner of Woodstock Games. I designed these board games. 2-player engine builder with dice. Come to 40 dice in it. The expansion adds some healing and stealing aspects with 6 custom dice. If you have any questions about board games, board designs, manufacturing, tariffs in China, shipping, all that stuff, I am happy to share as much knowledge as I have. We're going to be doing some Kickstarter updates for my personal Kickstarter we've been running, as well as that late pledge on GameFound. But yeah, what I would love to figure out how to do an auto generator thing. You know what? I have our new dice towers. So I'm actually gonna grab that real quick, guys. Don't run away on me. It is fantastic, beautiful. Even these dice towers. Boom! Look at that. We have a lot of them. I gotta open them up. We received these not too long ago, so you guys can kind of see what's happening. I am a professional. Don't worry, professional box cutter, dude, but not in that way. Be a beautiful. Here we go. Opening them up. Any of you back the Kickstarter? You guys aware of Dice Fights? I did invite most of our backers onto this live stream. Don't know how many are going to make it, but if you are, shout out in the chat, and we'll get going after that. Ooh, these. Oh, there we go. Now we're beating on all cylinders. I don't want to cut this up on accident. Look at this beautiful dice tower. Dice Fights. Let's go. How's it going, everyone? Talking about board games and Kickstarters. If anyone has any questions, let me know. Yeah. There we go. All right, let's do a little tour of this dice tower real quick. So here's our front view right here. All of them looking so good. Oh, and we got the bearded halfling on the back. Be a beautiful. Quite a few different colors of these. Excited to get it out there, the different colors and vibes of the times. Bum, ba, ba, bum. All right, we're almost to where I'm just going to start going through the Kickstarter updates and what's going to go on with all of that. And then I got a couple talking points we're going to be going through. And if anyone has any questions along the way, please ask your questions. Talk to me about board games. But we'll be going through the Kickstarter and Kickstarter updates here just momentarily once I undo the rest of these dice towers. Look at that beautiful dice tower. Look at them. They're so good. If you're a Kickstarter backer or a GameFound backer, throw it down in the chat so I can praise you as much as you should be praised. The Dice Goblins have done a fantastic job, and this is definitely a Dice Goblins heaven right here. Beautiful. Oh, look at it. It's so beautiful. Bump 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 bump. Come for the board game, stay for the music. I'll roll some dice, then you freaking die. Dice, 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 dice fights. Dice towers and dice fights. Ooh, I wonder. This is going to be ridiculous. This is going to be ridiculous. We're going to. We're going to make. If I. Oh, you guys can't quite see it. Okay. I'm going to put them in this dice tower. We're going to see if they drop into this dice tower and come out right here. And I'm going to put this dice tower over here to block the dice from hopefully going off the table here. We're going to be using our dice from our new game, Dice Fights. This is not their intended purpose, but hey, when you've committed to an hour for a stream, you just get after it, you know? You just get after it. All right, test first dice. Who thinks this is actually going to work? Let me know. Is this going to work? Here we go. Oh, it totally worked. Okay. Down the hatch. Down the hatch. Beautiful. That was worth all of the effort I put in for that. Which, oh, there's one more. There's one more in the bag. Don't you worry, everyone. The fun has not ended. This is the best use of free will I could come up with, is designing a game with 40 dice inside of it and getting it out to everyone so they can experience a fireball with every roll. Alrighty. So let's get this out. We're going to get down to business here. Playtime's over, and we will talk about the things and what's going on as we do. Look at that. They kind of have different, can you guys hear the different tones? They all have slightly different tones. Wonder if I could make a song out of that. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Beautiful, everyone. Okay, so we're just going to get into some Kickstarter updates, and then we'll just move right along with all of my bullet points I have. Dice Fights Kickstarter. GameFound is going to be coming to a close. If you still want to back on GameFound, you're going to have to do that before Tuesday. We'll be closing that and opening the late pledge on Tuesday. Now, if you missed that, don't you worry. You can go to Bartend. I work at a place called Bartend. You can go to woodstockgames.com. You can still get the base game as well as the expansion, as well as this beautiful mat here on our website, though we will be sending out and fulfilling Kickstarter and GameFound first. And once we're done with that, we'll get with that. Now, where are we in production with Kickstarter and Dice Fights and the mats and all that stuff? We basically everything is made and it's all getting assembled right now, shrink wrap, put into boxes. They should be getting done with that around the 19th, I believe, and then they should be giving it to the shipper on the 22nd. Now, there's some long estimates past that. It's supposedly 7 days from the shipper to the boat. And then from there, it's going to be 28 days on boat. And from there, it's going to be up to 3 days in customs. And then from there, about 28 days to us, if I remember everything. Now, in theory, each one of these steps could take less time, but you plan for the worst there. So if I've done my math correctly, that should get the games to us on December 18th if everything goes the longest, or it could be later, or it could be earlier. International shipping is always a little bit of a question mark with all that stuff. There is some interesting tariff talk going around. Donald J. Trump, Mr. President, he has been talking about raising tariffs, and so we're just gonna ship them and hope that by the time the products hit our land, that we will not get destroyed by like 145% tariffs or something like that. So it should be a beautiful, exciting time, and yeah. But we're really stoked to get everyone their games, and we're hoping that that can happen before Christmas. So that's where we are with that. And now let's do a little walkthrough of Dice Fights and our expansion, Healer Steel, as well as some of our other things here. And once we get through that, we'll keep going. So let's go. Let's get right on through it. So first, I think it'll be fun. It should be fun if I can show you guys the old version of the base game first. So this is the old version. In fact, if you want the oldest version of Dice Fights that I made, it's this. I play Magic the Gathering. I like Black Red. That's my favorite one. But I also used to play a lot of token decks, and so I got this. And I basically was sitting around with my brother, and we were like, hey, can we make this into its own game? And Dice Fights was born. Now, Dice Fights is a little bit more complicated than Big Thing, but you can learn it in 5 minutes or less. But this was our first print of Dice Fights. Pretty cool. The box itself is a box you can roll in the game. And so when we ran out of the first 1,500 of these, we decided to do a reskin, re-art of the game, as well as come out with an expansion. I had a lot of you guys out there asking me if I could come out with an expansion with what's going on, and I talked with a lot of you, and what we came up with was Dice Fights Healer Steel. Now, if you're not aware, the base game is actually its own expansion. So if you want to play with more people, you just add more boxes. It's 2 per box. The biggest game I'm aware of that's been played with this was 16 people all playing at once. That is 8 games, 40 times 8. That was 320 dice all rolling at the table. And even the box is a dice you roll in the game. So manic, beautiful fun that way. So many dice rolling on the table. Look at all these beautiful dice. And but now you can spice up a little bit more with Dice Fights Healer Steel. Now what this does, you need one of these for each one of these, and this doesn't add more players, it just adds mechanics and new dice. So the mechanics being healing and stealing, and it also has 6 custom dice for a little asymmetric gameplay that way. Yeah, you do. Ida, welcome to the stream. So happy to have you. I'm still in desperate need for coffee, by the way. So hopefully we could do that a little bit. But so that's where we are. So let's do a little tour of Dice Fights and the components that we have currently. So let's bend this down a little bit so you guys can see that. I can be a little talking head thing for you. So what comes with the game? We have the retail sleeve right here, and then the base game, the box itself, which is a dice you can roll in the game. Uh, we added these sweet little cutouts to help you open up the box when it's empty. Uh, it also comes with that rule book, which is inside, and then the 40 dice. Now let's walk through the dice. Now, let's get out one of these here so you guys can see the beautifulness of rolling so many dice. Now, you're going to have all of these dice right here. These are the core dice that you're doing the fighting with. Each dice has a shield, a sword, a gold you can get on. And when you roll it, you start with 5 of the dice. You roll it, you get your dice, you get one chance to re-roll, and then you got to keep your results that way. So the swords are to get the person's life total, which is this green-sided dice here. It's a spin down custom dice. Can you see the heart? I'm trying to get it to focus here. Giant chunky dice. Put that right next to it for size. Gorgeous. The shields protect you from those swords attack, and then the gold goes into your giant D30 dice right here. Look at that. It's a custom one. The uh, the mold costs for these guys were something like $3,000 a pop. I honestly try to block that from my memory because I am horrified at how much I've spent on this game. But good for you guys. Beautiful game. Now, quite a few different colors of those, so you can pick the one that you want to start with. Those go here. Each player gets their own D30 and D20. We're going to just put it right on the mat where it goes. We're going to place that over yonder. And we got our D4s. The D4s aren't really anything crazy, just D4s. Here we got a red for attack, a blue for defense, and a gold for gold. Fascinating how that works. Fascinating. Yeah, so that is all the components of the base game. Pretty stoked. Really nice board feel here, and this is on our mat. So look at this mat. Look how beautiful it is. Quite a few of the backers got this one. You can also get it on woodstockgames.com. So that is the base game. That's everything that comes in the base game. So there that is, and let's start looking through the expansion. Dice Fights, Heal or Steal. So we got the retail sleeve on this one. Gonna set that off to the side. This is also a box you can roll. Yet again, nice little cutouts for helpful opening. We got the rule book here for you. My beautiful wife, Rebecca, did all the work on this, and she did a fantastic job. Such a cool rule book here. Now, let's get into the custom dice for Heal or Steal. The new dice that are getting added to the... Oh, I got to put it down. Dice tower here. Oh. Have we become an ASMR channel? Is there enough pleasing? Are those good sounds through the mic or bad sounds? Tell me. Where are we with the sounds of dice going through there? Okay. And then the 6 custom dice. I like them. Colton likes them. We're doing good. Okay. So let's start showing you. So here are the new core dice we have. We got the new heal symbol there. No, steal symbol there. We got the heal symbol. Hey, you're back. How's it going? I don't know, Die. Happy to have you back here going through Dice Fights again. Going through there, we got the swords. We got the D4s right here. Gonna put those right where those go on the mat. If you play with the mat, it does make it a lot easier, but they're not required, and pretty neat. Everything has their place. Now, one of my most exciting things is the custom class dice you get to play with here. Um, are you going to be at TimpCon with these? I am sadly not going to TimpCon. Unfortunately, but I will be at the March one, SaltCon, and I'm also going to be hopping over to the Meeple Treks later today if someone's there. Zeblik. So I will be around, and if you want to see any of these while you're here, I'm happy to shift gears to show you whatever you want to see here. So these are all the custom class dice here. We got the wizard. We got the bard here. We got the barbarian. Look how I think these dice. Maybe I played way too much D&D growing up, but these dice are just satisfying to me in a weird way. Could be because I kind of like help design and make these dice, so there's a certain amount of pride that way. But pretty cool deal. Exciting. So yeah, that adds another 20 dice to the pile here. Look how beautiful all this stuff is. Oh yeah. And this could all be yours for the low price of some amount on woodstockgames.com. I forgot what the prices were. But essentially, on the website, if you get the base game and the expansion, you get one of these mats for free. So you get that much off if you do that. But yeah, beautiful. Thanks for looking through all the dice with me, everybody. Does anyone have any questions? What have you been playing recently? What's going on? Don't forget to slam that like button. Oh, you're the Kickstarter backer number 100, 90 or 99 or 100. Hey, we're just going to go with 100 because you are 100%. Oh, I was lost my words, but thank you so much for backing and being there. We are so excited to get these sent out to everyone. Don't know if you read on there, but everything's made. Essentially, it's getting all put together, and it should be getting shipped to us on the 22nd of October. So we are right there. What tier did you get? Did you get at? I could probably look it up, but it might be a little more work than I can do. Did you get one of these beautiful dice towers? Look at these guys. Look at these. They're so good looking. You know what? I want to know. Can you tell me? Oh, shoot. Dice down. Whew. I forgot trying to find it now. Ooh. You know, it's taken so much longer than originally planned with the oh, I found it. I was 73 for H and S. Heel and Steel. Oh, yeah, sweet. Number 73 for Heel and Steel. Thank you. Thank you so much. Look at these. Should we just start rolling these die? I wonder if this D20 fits. The D20 does not fit. The D20 is too thick. But it does fit down this one. I'm going to regret this. Oh, caught it. Didn't regret it. Living my best life. All right, everyone. If we roll a natural 20, what should it be? I'll give someone a free board game. What board game should I give someone? Yeah. Does anyone want a free board game? I'll tell people you were 100. Oh, what? I'm backer 104. Ooh, you know, I think what happened is you were like the 100th backer at the time, but like some people had backed out. So like your number 104, but you were the 100th backer. Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense at all? Okay. Let's okay. Zeblik, if I roll natural 20 right now, I am going to send you a free game. All right. Are we down for that? Am I even saying your name right? Let's see. Let's see. Do you think how much faith do you have? Oh, 11. 11. Sorry. No free board game for you. Maybe if we get to like 10 likes, I'll do it. I'll do it again. We can send someone a free game. I have so many board games. I'd be happy to send people a free board game. Let's freaking do it. Yes. Saying it correct. Saying it correct. I am saying it correct. Okay, good, 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 good. Have you ever rolled 20 dice at one time? Because I have playing dice fights. So Zeblik, have you played dice fights before, or is backing this going to be your first endeavor into the world here? Or have you been a dice goblin for quite some time? Da-da-da. Yeah. All right. So we're SaltCon played a demo. Well, it's awesome, sweet. So I have met you at a convention before, and hopefully you'll come to SaltCon again. You should have your stuff far before that SaltCon for sure. But excellent. Put those up there. All right. So wait, I had notes. I had notes. Yep. All right. Did you win though? Um, yeah. Lots of times the demos aren't like playing the game for sure. And a dice goblin. I didn't buy because always having issues with finding someone to play with. Yeah, yeah. Uh, that is the story of my life. I have so many board games, and I'm just begging people to play with me. But with dice fights, all you need is one other person. So, but always happy to play. If you see me at a convention, shoot me a hello, and we'll go play some games. Um, it is a good time. Uh, wow. Let me. I think we talked at Provo Mall Farmers Market too. Hmm. I don't know about the Provo Mall Farmers Market because I have never personally been there. Uh, I don't think so. The only farmers markets I've gone to have been here in southern Utah at the St. George Farmers Market as well as the Tucson Farmers Market. But there is a possibility there are like a couple vendors that have gotten dice fights and sold like as a retailer. So uh, maybe you got we're talking to someone about that at that farmers market. Does that make any sense? Uh, yeah, man, manufacturing is a trip. It's so much back and forth. The with this being my second big Kickstarter, someone was peddling the game there. Cool. That's exciting. Like honestly, the there's a couple. I've probably sold my game. I have a case that I sell to retailers for a big discount, but you got to get like 16 or something at once. And man, I am shocked every single time I've sold one of those. Really, anytime I see someone playing the game, like it's an awesome game. I have a great time. But when I see people playing dice fights, like it is such a dream. Like uh I feel like I'm living in the Twilight Zone when I'm seeing people just chucking dice fights. And it's happened a couple times where I've seen it in the wild, and I'm just sort of like, it's happening. People are playing the game, and I guess 1,500 copies are out there somewhere. That's crazy. Uh, and I guess it's a pretty accessible game because it only takes 5 minutes to learn and 15-20 minutes to play. So it's one of those that you can be like, oh, hey, we're waiting for XYZ. Let's just play a game real quick. There's a family who met me at a farmer's market. They got the game. They went on a Disneyland trip, and they were saying that their kids kept on leaving Disneyland to play dice fights in the hotel. And they were so angry about it because they're like, we just paid so much money for us to be at Disneyland, and you guys are going back to the hotel to play dice fights. Come on. Like they were joking. They came back and they were telling me about it, but so cool to see people enjoying dice fights. And something about rolling the box is just, man, so satisfying when you can just roll the box. It lands on the gold and you get like 30 gold and you wipe them off the board. Man, uh, a really fun playing experience. I was playing with 8 people because the box itself is an expansion so that you can play with more people. And so 40 dice per game. So what's 40 times 4? Anyone? 160 dice, I think. It was all just chucking, and we were playing neighbor rival or something. 160, yeah. Where you could only attack the people on your left and right, and it was it was such a blast, but it was so chaotic. Like by the end, the last 2 people were rolling like 40 dice at a time, and man, it's so fun to see that much clatter on the table. Uh, Anyone play Dungeons and Dragons in the chat? Have we got Dungeons and Dragons players at all? Let me know if you're out there. Um, yeah, yeah. It the reason why I bring up Dungeons and Dragons is because uh, that was one of the first gameplays of dice fights that we did. Was actually in. You want to tell that story, Lo? Dude, I am all over the place. Sort of just one on a camping trip. Thinking back. Yeah, so story time. Story time, everyone. Quiet, everyone. We're having a story time. Slap a like button, and I'll tell my story. So once upon a time, oh, in Eclipse Land. Oh yeah, Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, so I'm DMing a campaign, and um, they walk into a tavern and they see in the distance a group of people huddled around a table rolling dice. There's a bunch of dice, and I had all the dice for this game, and so they come over and they witness dice fights being played in the tavern. And so I give the players an option to get in the game and play. And so they're playing this NPC, and they're betting gold. People are throwing gold around, and they end up losing all of their money because they didn't get the perception check that the person playing the dice game was using sleight of hand and cheating. Right. So, and the fun part about that is like I was actually doing real sleight of hand and really cheating in the game. But if they had rolled the perception check, I would have told them that I was, if that makes sense. So it was a really fun D&D experience playing dice fights. And they really liked the game, and they were super surprised that I was real sleight of handing it was an awesome time playing dice fights inside a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. So that was story time. Another story time talking about Eclipse Land, yet again, DMing on the Grand Teton National Park Shadow Mountain, waiting for Eclipse. And instead of dice, because we didn't have dice, we were flipping a bottle cap. And so every interaction was a fail pass, depending on where the bottle cap landed. It was such a blast. Um, Man, any of you guys play Dungeons and Dragons? You guys got fun Dungeons and Dragons things? I would be lying if Dice Fights wasn't inspired by Dungeons and Dragons and the love of rolling dice and having that determine your fate. And that's really what this game is all about. It's about rolling dice and loving it, getting that fireball experience. And the best part is, instead of having to read a giant book, you can learn it in 5 minutes or less, 15, 20 minutes to play. Really fun, easy game. And even the box is a dice you roll in the game. So it's such an incredible time. Uh, oh, such a good time. Now, bum, bum, bum. Let me see here. I had things. Yeah, so back to Dungeons and Dragons. The you guys may have noticed that the class dice on the expansion, uh, first of all, their classes: barbarian, bard, wizard, rogue. That is just straight up like from Dungeons and Dragons. It's just bringing it even closer to Dungeons and Dragons. And so uh, it's like, come for the dice, stay for the Dungeons and Dragons, or come for the Dungeons and Dragons and stay for the dice. That's kind of more how I roll with my Dungeons and Dragons. Man, I need a new D&D campaign. That new Brandon Sanderson RPG, the Stormlight Archive one, I want to play that so bad. Could does anyone have that? Does anyone want to start a campaign with me playing the Brandon Sanderson Stormlight Archive? Please, anyone. Colton, did I ever convince you to read? Oh, I did. You read Mistborn, didn't you? Oh, so we could play Dungeons and Dragons being Mistborn. Speaking of Mistborn, let's talk about this board game. Where are we? Brandon Sanderson and Mistborn and whatnot. Boom. Look at that. This is such a fantastic game right here. My son's playing with a group. Would you play online? I for sure would play online. That sounds like a blast. It's been so long since I haven't DM'd. It would be such a blast to just be a character. Or I would go all in and DM so much stuff. But yeah, it's a good time. Love playing online. Love playing all that stuff. Uh, and yeah, this Mistborn deck builder. Has anyone played this Mistborn deck builder game? Need to get to the table. I won that card draft game at SaltCon. This Mistborn one, it's a good time. If Especially if you're a Brandon Sanderson fan, they did a good job for the vibes that way. It is a solid engine builder, like deck builder. One thing I would say is there is like an obvious winning strategy. Obvious, like it took me like 5 gameplays to find it. Um, and once you find it, it kind of gets a little like, but I was always playing the competitive. Someone was saying that the co-op mode is actually much better than the competitive mode. So I need to get it back to the table just so I can play you play against the Lord Ruler, trying to take the Lord Ruler down, or you're like kind of all the houses battling together. So uh, definitely worth playing. I think the do not is it DNR? Do not resuscitate. Do not play. Didn't play. What? What? There's a saying for this. Do didn't play. Will play again. Um, got it, but didn't play. I have a whole stack of those. I just need to get a big board game night and play all those games. All right. Um, okay, everyone. Do we want to do? We're gonna do a roll for sending out a free game. One of my games. I'm gonna do a free roll here. Uh, if we get a natural 20, we are rolling. We are sending someone the number one. What? Oh, I need a different dice tower. Okay, natural 20. Now the question is, which game do we send out? Um, should I send out one of my prototype games? Do it with advantage. So for advantage, if y'all wanted me to roll for with advantage to get a free board game, what 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 should we do? Should we vote? What are the options? Okay, let's do some options here. Let's do some options. Okay, option number one, I can send you a prototype of Terraform. Now, it's not published. There's only like 5 of these in existence. Never been opened. Terraform 2-player race to the finish strategy game. That's option number one. Option number two. One second. Let's. Golden Ground. Okay. Option number two. So we can either get Terraform as your free board game. We can get Charcuterie, the board game, a Barnes & Noble classic. Met that designer. He is a fantastic dude. Fun game. Or Golden Grog with its expansion, which is another indie gem in the Utah area here. Which one would you want sent to you if you won? You want Terraform, unpublished prototype? Would you like Golden Grog and its expansion? Or would you want Charcuterie, the board game? Let me know. I would have those other ones, but they're in a very high spot. I don't got time to be getting out of a ladder and climbing. And plus, I have a sprained ankle and walking hurts. Golden Grog is so much fun. Gonna play that tonight. Awesome. They are so cool. We always call them our booth buddies. We're at a lot of conventions together. Yeah, I got Golden Grog and the expansion. Happy to send it. Do you have the expansion of Golden Grog? Because it is good time. Number one vote for me, prototype. Okay, we got a prototype in there. Happy to send it. Now, what needs to happen? I also vote prototype. Oh, we got 2 votes for prototype. Any other votes? Any other votes out there? Yes, haven't opened the expansion. Okay. So I feel like if we can get this stream up to I would say even 8 viewers, I will do the roll with advantage for board game giveaway of my prototype. If we can get to 10 viewers, or did I say 8? 10? I said 8. If we can get just 2 more viewers, we're going to do a roll with advantage, these giant D20s, to give away a board game to someone in the stream here. Now, so can we do that? Can we get 2 more? So this one's not going to count. But we're just going to kind of test it out. See. Oh, one was a 20. I said it didn't count. I said it didn't count. Look at that. We didn't have the right amount of viewers. Though I would love to send you this game. You backed the Kickstarter. You're here. You're supporting Hey, I said it didn't count. We didn't have the right amount of viewers when I did it. I just wanted to see what it felt like going down through there. We need to like share the stream, like the stream. That like if you slam some hearts, that'll get some viewers in here, and we can do a board game giveaway. Um, we I can't believe we got the natural 20 when we said, yeah, but why did you say that? But because we didn't have the right amount of viewers, and I needed to fidget. That's what was going on right there. Um, why did you say that? Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Um, did you know? Fun fact, everyone, going away from the D20 shenanigans that just happened. Uh, LongPack Games is the same one who did that Stormlight RPG. So pretty big manufacturer we got for dice fights here, and yeah, we are so dang close to the right amount of viewers to do a board game giveaway. Uh, the question is, guys, in theory, I would love to give away this board game kind of more randomly to one of our viewers here. But really, you're my number one person. You're my top fan, Zeblik. So I want to send it to you. I want to do it. Um, Twilight Prince is the next one. Ida Flynn is in there. Rebecca, uh, Lurie for shaken. Um, oh yeah. Okay, Zeblik, let's get you this game. Let's get some viewers in here so we can do the thing. Uh, I need more caffeine in my life. I want you to send it to me too. I want to do that. We're so close. Who do we know that we can get in here? We were bouncing at like 6 and 7 for a minute there. What do we do? Uh, Here, I this one will count. All right, this one's gonna count. Is it gonna happen? Let's go. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Am I doing it? The heart. The heart is it. We're sending it to you. We're doing it. We're freaking doing it. You need to send me a DM on Instagram or on Kickstarter with your address, and I'll pack that up today and send it to you. That is so cool. I can't believe I did a double D20. I don't even know why I was rolling with advantage. You just asked for it, and I was like, okay, we'll do it. On the way right now. So cool. Yeah, and I'll have to send it with a rule book as well. It's a little more sketchy, the rule book, but it's an awesome time. And we're hoping uh, to run a Kickstarter on Terraform in the next in 2026. So I'd love your feedback, and if you have any questions for that, it's a 2-player race to the finish, right? Terraform prototype. This could be worth money one day. I mean, there's only like 5 or 6 in existence, so that's pretty sweet. I'm happy to send this to you here. And you know what? We're coming up on the last about 5 minutes of the stream. If anyone wants to check out Dice Fights, one of the games I published, here, let's get that in frame. Dice Fights here. If you want to check out the game, woodstockgames.com, you can go pre-order it. Uh, we'll get that sent out to you right away, Zeblik. Happy to give away a board game today on the live stream. Like, subscribe, all of that stuff. It really helps us get out there. We're trying to do a stream every Tuesday and Thursdays. I'd like to do board game giveaways uh, on most of the streams there. Got a lot of board games, and I'm happy to share them. Check out which.games.com. Yeah, and we'll have a good time. Any questions about Dice Bites, manufacturing, where things are going? Love you. Bye. Thanks for being here, Zeblik. I can't wait to send you the game. And yeah, what a beautiful day. What a beautiful stream. I'm heading over to Meeple Trex here in St. George. If you're a board game fan in Southern Utah, you should really check out Meeple Trex. Support local board game folks, all that jazz. Check out woodstockgames.com for a pre-order of Dice Fights as well as the expansion. If you get both of those, you get a free mat. Man, I'm saying all the things. Like, subscribe. Thanks for being here, guys. This is an incredible, incredible time. But I'm signing off. We'll talk to you later. Bye.